Hi and welcome back to another lesson. I hope you enjoyed the little piece I played at the beginning, because today we're going to talk about what I've done in the right hand there, that is how to arpeggiate chords. And I'm going to show you a trick which I think is, at least conceptually, very straightforward and simple, that will help you choose notes when you arpeggiate. So let's just get started right away. I'm going to play in the key of C major. That is the key I also played the little piece at the beginning in. And the first step, we're going to take two chords, C major and G major. I'm going to use the second inversion for both, but really doesn't really matter. You can use any inversion you'd like. Here's C major, and here's G major. Now, the second step is I'm going to add basically the sus4 degree to both of these voicings. So for C, I can play a C sus4, which would look like this, where I take the third degree and move it up half a step. And I'm going to actually add this F to my C voicing. So I'm going to, instead of just playing G, C, and E, I'm now going to play G, C, E, and F, this sus4. Same thing for G. I can play a G sus4. So I'm going to add this C to my G voicing. Right off the bat, this gives you a really nice voicing for both of these chords. It has like this very nice tension in it. Now, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, or sort of give you like an exercise, take each of these voicings and arpeggiate it up and down the keyboard. For example, for C, I'm going to play and then repeat it up and again. And the same for G. Here's my G voicing with this extra C, and just arpeggiate it up and down. Now the great thing about both of these chords is that they fit really well with pretty much any of the degrees on the scale. So let's say I have some sort of progression going from F to G to A minor to C, actually pretty much any progression in the key of C major, as long as you're not taking chords outside the scale. And these two voicings will really work well with any of the bass notes in the left hand. So I'm just gonna play something for you, and you'll hear it immediately. This means that sort of what you can do when you're playing pretty much any chord in this key of C major is use these two chords as starting points for your arpeggios. And the second thing is that you can switch between them, even when playing the same chord in your progression. For example, let's say I've landed on F major, which is the fourth degree. Now what I can do is I can arpeggiate either of these chords. I can use the C major form or the G major form. And I can even switch between them as I play. So it's a really convenient way to build up arpeggios on whatever it is you're playing. You don't even have to play all of the notes. For example, when you're arpeggiating this G major, you can omit the D, say, if you want to. I think the most important kind of modern sound that you would like to keep in there is this pair, which is a semitone apart. You know, this gives it a really modern sound. So you would usually want to keep this appearance in there. But you can omit, say, the D, and then you can arpeggiate just this. Oops. So just these three notes give you a really nice sound. So basically that's it. That's the trick I was kind of hoping to show you. And what you should do now, of course, is go out there and experiment. You know, that's the best way to come up with your own ideas. Take either of these two forms, the C form and the G form, let's call them, and try arpeggiating them over, you know, like different progressions in the key of C major. Try omitting notes, try doubling notes, try taking both forms, you know, the G form and the C form, and see if you can, you know, maybe you can even just go there's really an infinite number of possibilities for you to experiment with using this idea. That's it. I hope you've learned something interesting, and I'll see you next time.